first of all, we would like to introduce Chris Marshall, who is like the first guy, the really famous guy who founded already in 2017, if I'm not doing any mistakes, the first non-alcoholic bar in the North America. So, and that's why we really would like to have the chance to discuss with Chris. We already prepared some few questions about his experience, his background, but as well, I would say, his vision and everything. So what I would suggest is directly to give you the possibilities, the opportunity, you, Chris, by yourself to introduce yourself, what you did, who you are, and then we will follow the structure.
Well, yes, thank you for having me on. My name is Chris Marshall. Your introduction was very kind. I started Sands Bar, my business, in 2017 with very little experience and knowledge. I saw kind of what was happening in Europe and wanted to have a non-alcoholic bar here in the United States. And at the time, there just wasn't one. And so I created Sands Bar.
Okay. And what was the basis of your inspiration? I mean, based on that, I mean, because you know all the alcohol lobbying and all this kind of stuff. I mean, that was specifically, I mean, today this movement is growing, but we are in 2024 and coming back like, 7 years ago. What was the basis of your inspiration to say, okay, I would like to create something in place in which we can meet with other people, but without any alcohol at all?
So, yes, I took my inspiration from what I did not have. So, what I did not have was a place where I could go and feel that it was a place to make new connections. I believe that most of what we have in terms of third places in the United States and in the West are mostly spaces where you meet people you already know. So you go to a coffee shop, for instance, to meet a friend or a tea, and you are meeting someone you already know. If you go to a an event, you usually meet people you already know. You're meeting a friend, you're meeting
Correct.
a study partner. Bars are the only place where we really get to meet strangers.
Hmm.
And that was the biggest inspiration for starting Sands Bar, was recognizing that we really needed spaces to meet strangers because there's a huge problem with feeling connection, and loneliness is an epidemic here in the United States and globally with adults. And so I just wanted to create a space that felt like that. And so because there wasn't anything that felt like a bar that I knew of, I decided to create something that was um, reminiscent of a bar, that felt like a bar, that looked like a bar. I wanted it to be a space that was for adults to find connection.